Hey, Stereo Police. Oh, it's Christmas Day 2023, and I'm busy wrapping up a new video that's coming out. It's actually a lecture on electronics, and I was wrapping that up, but I got into an online conversation with somebody about likes and dislikes on YouTube, and I wanted to kind of philosophize about that. And this video is more for YouTube creators such as myself. Anyone who posts a video or goes through the enormous amount of time and effort to put forth a contribution to this community. And the question came up with what's the point of dislikes, because you can't see them anymore. Okay, people dislike videos. You can't. Well, I can see my like to dislike ratio. I have no idea who dislikes my videos, but I can see the ratio of likes to dislikes. But I just want to give you a matter of philosophy, and I want to give you my point of view to other creators, especially new creators out there, or anyone who's offended by dislikes. Just something to keep in mind. Let me just tell you right off the bat, I don't care about them whatsoever. In fact, I want them. That may surprise you. When I have too many videos without dislikes, I get a little concerned. So as a creator, I'm not talking about people who create trash and try to be provocative. I'm talking about real people who care, like myself. You know, people who are trying to put content out there. And whether it's educational content or just, things they film or random stuff. But, you're going to get dislikes. And I'm going to encourage you just not to care, because it's virtually meaningless. And I want to give you a couple philosophies about it. And I want to dispel one myth. One myth about dislikes is that the person giving the dislike, that somehow that's put into the algorithm to help steer or not steer certain types of videos to that person. And that's wrong. That would be like if I really like videos about audio equipment, and this particular video was horrendous, and I hit the dislike button because I just thought it was wrong and incorrect technically, and I hit the dislike button, that suddenly I'm not going to see any more videos about audio. And that's wrong. It's not going to happen. Two things about dislikes, and then I want to talk to you about leadership as a creator and in general about life. First of all, dislikes, to me, this is just my opinion. Opinions can't be wrong. Is that a dislike is there more for the psychology of the person giving the dislike, I think. I just think it makes people feel better. I'm not sure. I think it makes people feel better. It makes people feel empowered in some way. They watch something they don't like, and whoa, I feel empowered. Wow, I hit the hammer. I put the hammer down on that guy. Wow. Not. And from a creator standpoint, maybe you can look at your likes to dislike ratio to help you go back and re-look at a video and figure out if there was something wrong about it, maybe. Something that you didn't intend to happen. So maybe it can help you in that way. But for me, I know what I'm doing as a content creator, and I don't rely on dislikes for anything. not one thing. And in fact, I think from the standpoint of people giving dislikes, there's two kinds of people. Maybe there's more, but one type of person is the person I just talked to. It makes them feel better. They really didn't like the video, and they just want to put the hammer down, man. Wow. Ow, that hurt. You know? The other type of person are just mean SOBs. Disgruntled people. Jerks. People that, trolls. Just people that just are disgruntled and just love, spiteful. Usually people that are not content creators and have no creativity whatsoever. Probably people of low IQ, most likely. And they just go around disliking everything. Or maybe they saw one little thing they didn't like and they want to be spiteful and they want to latch onto your channel and for the next umpteen videos, they just want to dislike anything you put out. Because they're pissed off at you. And I suspect that happens more often than not. And I know it's happened to me because I put out some of the most benign videos in the world, like Merry Christmas, I love you, and I've gotten dislikes. It's funny. I actually am amused by it. So that having been said, and I suspect those people, like Merry Christmas, I love you, I get dislikes, those are people who I probably put out a video 5 or 6 videos ago that they didn't like. And they're continuing to latch on to me and giving me dislikes, and it makes them feel better. And it's pretty pathetic. It's pretty pathetic lives they live. But again, if they're doing that, these are people with an IQ probably between 80 and 90. Most likely. This is not the act of a high IQ person. Now, let's talk about leadership real quick in the philosophy of likes and dislikes, okay? Let's forget likes and dislikes just for a second and talk about leadership. And being a content creator is an act of leadership. And forgive me, I just made a video. I've been talking all day and I'm losing my voice. In general, leadership, being a leader, a good leader has to steer people in the right direction, whether they like it or not. And a good leader has to be honest, whether people like it or not. And anytime you get it's like a bell curve. Anytime you get a group of people together, you're going to have people that are never happy. Some people that are always happy, then those in between. And if you have to guide people in a certain direction, whether it's your job, let's say it's your job, okay, and you're in management, and a new policy comes down, and you've got to enforce it. There's going to be some people that are disgruntled, but you've got to enforce it. And there are ways to do that, but some people are just not going to like it. There are people that are not going to like you, and that's just too bad. As a leader, you just can't run around being everyone's friend. It's just not going to happen. If your job, like even a parent, if you're a parent and you think your job is to become the friend of your children, that's not leadership. Things are going to go awful. Okay, you've got to say no. A lot of times. And the same for any kind of leadership. You got to say no. You got to do things that people aren't going to like. You got to say things that people aren't going to like, etc. So there's always going to be people. There's always going to be people. There will always be people who don't like you when you're a leader, and that's not your job as a leader. Is to be likable. I mean, you want to try to be. You want to try to be professional. You want to try to earn the respect of everybody. But sometimes they're not going to like you because you've got to do things they don't like. Now, how does that lend to likes and dislikes on YouTube? Well, same thing. You're going to do what you're going to do, Stay the course. You know what you like to do. You know what your content is. Stay true to yourself. And who gives a rat's tail if someone doesn't like, for whatever reason? You're not going to know their reasons. Okay, the bottom end of that bell curve, the disgruntled curmudgeons, or the jerks, or the low IQ, low forehead people. You know, who cares? You're a leader. Stay the course. Do what you're going to do, and continue doing it. And don't be guided by the dislikes. And if a couple leeches latch onto your hull and continue to provide dislikes, even on very pleasant videos, just consider it a leech, a barnacle. That's all they are. Absolute barnacle. Think about it. It's all they are. They're meaningless to you. They're feeding on you for their own, their own pathetic self-esteem. It's sad for them, not for me. So don't let it steer you. Don't worry about it. Don't obsess on it, and don't be guided by it. Never. Okay, another thing not to be guided by on YouTube is your analytics and the number of views. Don't ever be obsessed by it. Continue doing what you're going to do. And I'm off on a tangent, and I'm going to wrap it up here, but I didn't intend to talk about number of views, but these videos you put out, do what you're going to do. Stay true to yourself. If you don't get a lot of views on a video now, this video is going to be posted for years. Remember, posting a video, it's like putting something in the oven. It takes time. It takes a lot of time for these videos to become well circulated, and a lot of people are going to appreciate these videos years and years and years to come. I put out this one video of an old book, children's book. One of my favorite children's books growing up, and I remember I think I had one or two views for the first year, and I was like, wow, that's my favorite children's book of all time. I thought people would really dig it. I'd love it, and wow, I did all this effort, and I'm so sad. This is years ago. I was thinking to myself, why am I going through all this effort? And well, guess what? Now that's one of my most viewed videos. I even have teachers commenting like, wow, I played this for my class. I can't believe you did this. Thank you so much. And, okay, it had to bake for a while. Okay, you're doing this for posterity, for the future. So don't be obsessed by your analytics. Don't be obsessed by likes and dislikes. Who cares? Stay true to your course, and don't worry about it. Just be a good content creator. Be yourself. Try to be professional as you can. Although if you have your own personality and your own way of saying things and doing things, you're going to attract people that like you. So people that don't, who cares? Don't worry about it. Stick with it. And don't worry about views or the disgruntled curmudgeons, the jerks, and the 80 to 90 percentile IQ people, and the trolls. Enjoy. Stereo Police. Merry Christmas 2023.